Restless Thrifter. I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, and I'm sharing sales with you, packing things up, getting them ready to ship out tomorrow. Today is Friday, September 6th. I keep wanting to say August because it's flying by. And I have 6 sales, which is good. This is still a little bit left over from my sale, but I did accept offers as well. I'm making a little push to get some sales before I go on an 8-day trip to Colorado. We leave tomorrow morning early. I'm looking forward to it. And I did extend my handling time in eBay so that I don't have to ship until I get back. And each day I'll reduce that handling time so that it's not longer than it needs to be. I put my Mercari and my Poshmark closets on vacation mode, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Depop. I just don't make that many sales, so I may just let it ride and then communicate to them if it's going to be delayed shipping. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I had 5 eBay and 1 Poshmark sale. The first one is the Poshmark. There's one really strange item that I used in the thumbnail, so let me know if you've ever sold fish on eBay. This first item is a vintage patchwork tweed wool vest. Very cool. I actually wasn't sure if this was men's or women's. I put canvas backs, that's the name of the brand, vest, tweed patchwork vintage dark academia menswear style indie. And of course I included the measurements. There is a little tie in the back where you can tie it to kind of cinch it in the waist so you can wear it in different ways if you want a more feminine look or if you just want to wear it, you know, looser. This sold for $21. It was a customer offer. I forgot to put my microphone on, so I'm just going to talk loud. I had it listed for $32. This is one of those things when it's a vintage item, there's not always like perfect comps to compare it to. So you kind of price with your gut. And then when you get an offer that works for you, you know, take it. Sold in 2.5 weeks. My cost of goods was $6.49. So I paid a little bit higher than some might, but I do love vintage. I love vests. So my marketplace fees were $4.20, $0 for shipping expenses, and my profit was $10.31. I say this every time, but my favorite thing to ship Poshmark orders in is a USPS Priority Mail padded flat rate envelope. It just makes it super easy to slip the items in. So when I'm selling clothing, it works out most of the time. I am not fully packed for this trip. I have packed all my clothes. I feel like I'm taking a lot of clothes, but I'm really going to have to do laundry part of the way to wash pants because I took more shirts than pants. But I need to finish packing after this. I'm actually just going to take a shower and then finish packing in the morning, probably. I don't know. We'll see. This is going to Spring, Texas, and my parents used to live there. I never lived there. They moved there when I was in college, but it kind of felt like home because they were there for more than 10 years. And they liked it. And then they moved up here to be closer to their 2 of their kids. And then I moved away. But I came back when they needed me the most. All right, so that is going to Spring. Spring is north of Houston, if you're not familiar with the Texas cities. Everything else is going to be eBay, so I'm going to need to weigh and include measurements. The first one is something I got at a thrift store for 65 cents. Either 65 cents or 67. It was 2 different trips and they were very close. I just average out my cost of goods when I go to a thrift store and there's not like exact prices. Like in this one, they like just look at your bag and they're like, give you a price. So yeah, it was 65 cents. I had it listed for 18. A customer offered me 15. This sold in 3 weeks. They paid with shipping $21.75. My fees were $3.35. And we'll figure out shipping and then I continue the profit. I share with you the exact titles, which I didn't do with this one. Let's do that. This is a French brand, I believe. I don't know how to say Antibes. Antibes. I don't speak French. Blanc. A French teacher, if you're watching, tell me how to pronounce this. Plus size 2X top, 100% linen, embroidered floral stripe coastal. And I read my titles to you verbatim just so you can see how I list things, what keywords I'm using, what information I'm including, and so on. So coastal, because this was blue and white, almost anything blue and white, I will put coastal. I don't know, stripes as well. It being linen and great for, you know, beachside. So it's weighing 10 ounces. And it's going to cost $5.15 to ship. I had someone leave me a review recently that said my shipping was too high, but they had sent me an offer and I accepted it. So if you're getting a good discount, then I don't really think you should complain about the shipping cost, you know? Plus, I had to package it up and use a whole bunch of packing material. Yeah, they left me a good review, but it was still complaining about the shipping. I didn't really care for that too much. That's all right. This is actually going to Colorado. I made $12.60. For some reason I can't see that. Yeah, go to Colorado. To a place with French in the name. Interesting. And a place, it's probably just a person, and that's their kind of handle. Okay, next. This is one of my, I think this might be the second thing I sold from that big haul that my sister gave me. Actually, this video will come out before that haul video. That haul video is coming out Wednesday morning. And it's 2 garbage bags full of stuff that my sister gave me to sell. And I kind of sift through it and tell you whether I'm going to sell it, keep it, donate it, whatever. And this is 2 Dickies women's plaid flannel tops and really cool colorways. I like them. I do like to lot up things that are similar or that I get for free, especially because it gives you a little higher sale price. This is a Dickies for women size large flannel shirts, lot of 2 plaid button-up gorp core grunge. So plaid and flannel, I always think of grunge. And then gorp core is like, you know, that super outdoorsy person. Gorp being good old raisins and peanuts. I don't know if I'm getting that right. I think that's what it is. This sold for $15 plus shipping. I had it listed for $20 and a customer sent me an offer. It sold in 3 weeks. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since I listed these. It feels like just yesterday. This was promoted. I add things to my promoted listings campaign after 2 weeks. So it was promoted, meaning I paid a little bit more in fees. My price sold with shipping was $28.60. Cost of goods was $0. Marketplace fees with including the promoted listings was $6.93. Let's figure out shipping. What do you think? Nope, not going to fit in that one. That's a 10 by 13. So I'm going to get out it's actually a 12 by 16. That's rounding up. I always put 13 by 15, but it's a 12 by 16. I don't know how much it matters when it comes to things under a pound or under 2 pounds and within a poly mailer, but I do want to be precise just in case it does matter, right? The back hurts again, for those who were wondering. It did stop hurting yesterday with some pain medication, but now it's back to hurting. So this weighs 1 pound and 1 ounce, and I'm gonna keep it at 13.15 and then see what that gets me. I keep forgetting to check to see whether UPS is cheaper, so let me check that out. UPS Ground Saver is not cheaper this time. It's going to cost $9.02 for the USPS Ground Advantage label. And I made $12.65. Thank you, Robin. This is going to New York. I hope you enjoy these. They're really soft too. I seem to sell things to New York, California, Colorado, and Wisconsin. Seem to be my most popular states. This sale is this tiny little bitty Pluto hanky, and it's done by hand. It's really cute. I actually sold this once before and I couldn't find it. It was so small I couldn't find it in the bin. And I looked and I pulled everything out and it must have been the wrong bin, but I never found it in order to send that one out, so I had to cancel it. It has been 1 year and 8 months, I think, since I listed this. It sold full price for $15. With shipping, that's $20.40. I paid $1.08, so ooh, somebody ordered pizza next door. That means that I did get it at a thrift store because that's the cost of $1 with tax, but I don't remember where. It would have been in Colorado. Well, no, not necessarily, but it would have been when I lived in Colorado. Marketplace fees were $5.20. I'm so afraid to put this in a tiny package because I don't want it to get lost, you know, it's just so tiny. I think it'll get lost. Super tiny little thing. My dad takes my mail in for me and I know he's going to be like, is there anything in here? It's like a tissue. Well, exactly. It weighs 0.1 ounce, but I do have to round up to 1. This one's going to North Hollywood. Okay. Fancy. So 1 ounce. Shipping is going to be $4.11. It seems sad that I have to pay that much to ship that tiny thing. Ground Saver would be more expensive, so I'm going to go with USPS. And I made $10.01. Enjoy this, fancy pants. I don't know if it's a fancy place, it just, you know, Hollywood. Okay, what else? Is this next one the weird one? No, I think that's the last one. Okay, this is another item from my sister, new with tags, Ann Taylor pants. This is Ann Taylor size 8 pants, new, mid-rise, straight leg, full length, navy blue career. These are going to Lubbock, and I did take an offer on this as well. I had them listed for $29. They sent me an offer of $20, and I checked to make sure that wasn't too little. The average sold price of these is $23, so that's about right. The sell-through rate is less than 2%, so taking that one. Sold in 3 weeks. This was also promoted. With shipping, they paid $30.10. My marketplace fees were $7.55. My cost of goods was $0. I'm going to put these in a poly mailer, the 10 by 13. She gave me a whole bunch of pants, and the new with tag ones, I listed on their own, but I did lot up the other ones. So if you like Ann Taylor loft, some of this is from factory. You might want to take a look at my closet. I think most things are a medium in the tops, and then the pants vary in size from 8 to 12. But she loves that store, and so I have a lot of stuff from there. USPS Ground Advantage will be $5.97. Yeah, and that's UPS is a little bit cheaper with 3 cents, but not enough to make me want to switch the shipping option. My profit was $16.58, and I do believe that is my highest profit item today. You know, average sales price today is a little low, but I had 6 items. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to increase my number of items to 10 a day, but I also want my average sales price to be 30. So it's less about the number of items and more about how much I'm bringing in each day, but I'm still kind of like shooting for 10 in my mind. This last one is the oddball. It is fish. Can you see that? It's smoked salmon. So this is, you know, good at room temperature. In fact, you're supposed to store it at room temperature. And it is good until 2027. So apparently this stuff lasts a long time. Harry and David, fancy brand, Wild Alaskan smoked salmon, black pepper. This actually came to us as part of a gift basket for Christmas. And we don't eat smoked salmon. And I was like, you know, let me look up some of this fancy stuff. I've already sold some pickles on Poshmark, yes. And I think I have like a jelly left, and then this. These fancy foods will sell. Now, I have these listed for like $19. This, whatever. $19, because I did see some that had sold for that, but they were selling for free shipping, and they were 8 ounces. This is only 4 ounces, and I'm charging for shipping. So when they sent me an offer of $9, I realized that's actually fair. They first sent me an offer of 7. I countered with 13, and when they countered with 9, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get picky over a couple of bucks. It took 8 months to sell this, and y'all, it was free to me. It was a gift. With shipping, they paid $17, and fees were $2.50. What do we want to ship this in? Possibly a box. Oh, my knee just twisted or something. Oh, counting down the days, it's just, actually it's right at a month before I have my knee surgery. And it was the right knee that just twisted on me. Will it fit? No, it will not fit in there. So let me measure this. I've got a tape measure right here on my desk. It is 8 by 7. Will actually fit in this Amazon box that is already partially put together. So I'm going to just ship it in that. This is 9 by 6 by 5. 9 by 6 by 5. Warning about the loud tape gun you're about to hear. I need to cover up this battery warning. And I'll just do that with a blank label. 9 by 6 by, I'm going to say 6 because it was a little bit over 5. Did I click it? Did I click it? No. My title was Harry and David Wild Alaskan Smoked Salmon Black Pepper Seasoned 4-ounce Foodie Gift. I thought that was a good keyword to include because If you don't know what to get somebody, but you know somebody's a foodie, this is actually going to Fort Worth. I could drive it over, possibly cheaper, but I don't want to deal with that kind of traffic. Oh, let me look at the weight. So it's 10 ounces. And what did I say? That was 9 by 6 by 6. So it's going to cost $4.87 to ship. Let me see if Ground Saver is not cheaper. So far, it's only been cheaper like once or twice. It's a new option from UPS. So I think everything's going out USPS. I profited $9.63 on something that would have gone in the garbage had I not looked it up. We did eat a lot of the things in that basket. It was from my father-in-law, and there were a lot of things in there. Okay. I think you can probably hear my dad in the background. He's going on and on about something. I don't know. Let's look and see what I made today. 9696. I'm looking to make sure that everything has the right date and Vendoo, which is what I use for my analytics. And it does. So now I'm going to go to analytics, drill down just to today. My total revenue for the day, maybe I'll get some more sales, but I'll count them for the next time, was $138.85. Total profit, $71.78. That's about where I've been hovering on the profit daily this week. Need to get that to 200. I sold 6 items, but I did not list any today because I've been getting ready for this trip, doing laundry, packing. I also had a doctor's appointment. I also went thrifting and got some stuff. I'll take put a picture here of this bear that I got for my aunt. He was enormous, but it was fun. All right, that's everything. Y'all give me a thumbs up. As usual, I'm going to beg for subscribers as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. You will see a video from me next Wednesday. Normally I'm doing them every day or every other day, but you won't see one until next Wednesday because I'll be on this trip. And then you'll see one when I get back with all the things that sold while I was on vacation. That'll be interesting because my handling time is about a week right now. Dad's taking care of the dogs. Thankfully, we're not going to be traveling with them, but I'm looking forward to it. I get to go to the mountains and go camping. Talk to you later. Bye.